this was kind of like the thing that kind of made me cry. Like, there aren't a lot of things that happen, out in the world that I would allow to get me to that place. But because I was already kind of in that place, and you know how when you first get your hair done, it be tight. So you uncomfortable, girl. So my hair tight. I'm slightly uncomfortable. I've been low key nauseous all day. I don't know what's going on. And low key, not high key, low key. Because I still had a glass of wine, child. Because I needed the calm down to happen. I needed the zooted calm down to happen because it's just so much shit going on, and energetically I'm affected, right? I get online and I see that American Airlines flight collided with a Black Hawk helicopter. And when I tell y'all this shit literally made me burst into tears, I had to go get Lyric from work. And when I went and got, because I told y'all my battery on my Jeep went out, so I got to get a new battery. But until then, child, we have 2 cars for a reason, okay? So I dropped him off, to work. I go pick him up. And I was literally like tears rolling down my face as I'm picking him up from work. And he like, what's wrong, babe? Like, he thinking it's something personal. And I'm like, that was just too much for me. Like, that was literally just too much to me. I was just crying. I was crying because I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I didn't feel better until I laid down, went to sleep, and then woke back up this morning. And I was like, okay, I don't feel as like doom and gloom. Okay. It might be time for a lift. Y'all don't know what that means. Don't worry about it. But it might be, girl, this shit really fucked my head up, right? And I automatically thought shit like this never happens for real, for real. This must be a product of y'all firing somebody. That's instantly what I thought in my mind. Fast forward to this morning, we find out a couple of things. First of all, unfortunately and terribly, we find out that the U.S. figure skating team has confirmed that several of its members were on board the American Airlines plane that crashed into an Army plane in Washington, D.C. last night. At least 18 bodies have been recovered from the Potomac River so far. That was 5 hours ago. It's been 27 bodies, I believe, since then. And it was 60 people all together, right? 27 bodies, yes. So this, while y'all's, stupid ass president is on the news telling everybody that, oh, this shouldn't have happened, it must have been a DEI hire. I want everybody to remember. And then there's some comments somewhere, y'all. Van Lane, hold up. Where's Van's page? Let me go to Van's page because he's saying it here, but I need the list, girl. I need the list. Van. Okay. In the comments. Because it was in the comments. Where is it at? Did it disappear, Jesus? Somebody said he should have pinned it to the comments. Is this one it? No, this not it. It must have been. Somebody said he should have pinned it in the comments because now that I didn't come back to it, I can't find it. But somebody in the comments had listed all of the things that he had done in the past few days that caused this to happen. Okay? He's blaming DEI hires for it, but essentially you fired everybody. He fired everybody, y'all. The same shit he did last time. And this is why this is so aggravating, because the deja vu of this is just heartbreaking, my nigga. The deja vu of us telling y'all that this was going to happen. He fired the heads of the Transportation Security Administration and the Coast Guard and disbanded the Aviation Security Advisory Committee. So basically, what I find is that, and I told y'all about this administration likes to get rid of checks and balances, right? Anything that would make them have to be like, anything they're doing has to be held up to scrutiny, right? There are a whole bunch of agencies in the government that are there to protect the public from corporations cutting corners, allowing a whole bunch of people to die. Because historically, these things have happened over and over again throughout, our years here in this country. They have repeatedly had companies cut corners, and because of that, a large amount of people, or people period, will die because of that. So they put all of these regulations in place. They put these agencies in place for that. Trump comes in and fires everybody because, as y'all know, if there's nothing he likes to do more, than probably whacking off his little bitty penis between his 2 fingers, is to fire people. He loves to fire people. So he comes in and he fires all of these people. And now there's nobody that's probably watching to make sure these things don't happen. Because to be clear, the people in the planes rely on the other people, the agencies to tell them what's going on. This plane is flying in right now. Y'all can't land yet. Y'all keep circling because y'all can't land yet. That's usually how that goes. So, and listen, I'm not an expert. I'm not. But this is another situation where Trump's administration likes to fire or dismantle any organizations within the government that provide checks and balances to protect Americans. He fired them people, and apparently this is the result of that. And he's saying it's because of a DEI hire. I don't even want to hear what he has to say because I think anything he has to say is stupid. And so I'm not even going to force us to go through that. But this is America. Congratulations. Y'all continue to play yourselves. 60 passengers. And they still looking for half of them. This is literally, it's called air traffic control. Thank you. And if you don't have air traffic control, you have chaos. Like, I feel like this is on purpose. Like, y'all cannot possibly think this isn't on purpose. Like, to me, the dismantling of everything, you're trying to destroy the country. Like, you're trying to destroy the country because you're going to turn America into, one of those third world countries that you call a shithole. And this is going to become that. And then they're going to be able to, like, do some of the same fucked up things they do in other countries here. And this country is already, labor laws, the way y'all mess over people at jobs and shit, how much people have to work in order to live, how the minimum wage job does not even pay for a 1-bedroom apartment in any city in the goddamn country. Okay. But when I tell y'all, this is literally one of the most, and that's the thing, y'all. And I love this for us, like the idea that we feel like the 92% of us that didn't sign up for this shit should not, have any qualms. But that it's somebody that was in that 92% that was probably on that fucking plane or worked on the plane. Like, no matter what, the people that did not want this, will still end up being harmed in this shit show. And it's so funny because, I feel like the argument is still dumb. Like, the argument is still so dumb. Like, oh, damn Republicans, man, y'all are trying to turn us into and I'm using third world country in quotation marks because I feel like there's low-key some like racist shit that y'all come up with to make it seem like y'all country is better when really y'all just barely barely are feeding everybody in your country. Child, they got countries where there is no homelessness. Like, there are literally countries or places where there's no homelessness. Americans don't know that. Americans think because they travel and go to like Caribbean countries where, other American, governments or other, white governments get involved and steal from them people and create resorts. And so now the people that actually live there live in squalor, on the side of the road working and all of that. So you suppose that they dealing with the same type of poverty that we deal with here in America, but no, not really. Not really. So I feel like I don't even think there are homeless people in Jamaica, if you being real. I feel like everybody in Jamaica got somewhere to go. They might be on the side of the road sleep, but when the light, lights go down, it's dark outside. Oh, they got somewhere to go. They got somewhere to go. It's terrible, y'all. It is terrible. This is girl. Exactly. DEI doesn't mean black. White women mainly, veterans preference in hiring, laid off government employees, laid off factory workers, and then workers that have visas to work but no social security. No, like, I'm telling y'all, sticking your head in the sand is not going to work. I don't know what's gonna work, but acting like this shit ain't happening not gonna work. I know that. Um, you know, you gotta be smart, man. But I want to move on because this shit is depressing to me, and I'm really sad about it. Um, I'm just really sad about it. I'm sad that this is the place that we're in. I'm sad about it. Okay. And my prayers are out to all of those people. So let's move on.